Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a great day. You guys already know it's Granna, so that means it's kitchen talk time. So let's just hop into it, okay? Let me go ahead and say this first before we get into the conversation. We are 3 weeks, guys, away from the election, so make sure you're still doing your research and getting ready to go and cast your vote, okay? 3 weeks away. We're a week and a half away from Halloween. So go ahead and be making your plans for that, preparing yourself and checking out your communities to see if they're doing any trick-or-trunks or having any type of Halloween festivals or any type of activities that's going on for your children, church, different communities, centers, and stuff like that. So you can take your kids there and they can be safer. And anything that you're preparing for your kids, make sure they're safe, have their little candles, little lights, and dress them warm and all that kind of stuff so they have a great Halloween, okay? All right, so let's hop into this. This is a subject that I hate talking about and happens way too often, okay? And another thing, I don't know why it takes so long for these type of incidents or situations or circumstances or just downright wrong things to be coming out. It takes forever for us, the world, to find out about them. Now, this incident took place back in August a few months ago, and it was in Phoenix. The black guy that was deaf, he is deaf, and he also has cerebral palsy, So he was arrested and assaulted by the police department. Apparently, somebody had, I don't know, did something at this store, assaulted someone, stole someone's phone or something. And when the call came in, it didn't even describe him. It described, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be mistaken, so don't take my word on it. Go and do the research that it was a white person, a white man that committed this act against someone else. Okay, but when they got there, they approached this black guy. His name is Tyrone. What's his name? Tyrone McAlpin, and he is the deaf black guy, and he also has cerebral palsy. And they approached him, and of course, you get to see the video on this where they slammed him to the ground. They punched him several times. You could see it on the camera where they punched him several times, and they ended up tasing him, and they telling him, to get down, to put his hands behind his back, not even realizing that this man is deaf. He's deaf. He can't hear anything that they're saying. And it doesn't even look like on the video they're even trying to hear anything that he's saying. They just assuming that he is the suspect. He's the one that has committed whatever this crime is. And they're not even, trained. And later on, they said they was not even trained how to handle someone with that type of handicap. It's crazy. And even when his wife showed up, she tried to explain to them that he was deaf and he couldn't understand what they were saying, and they didn't even want to hear what she had to say. They didn't even want to hear what she had to say. It's just crazy. I mean, how they was punching this man and going on. It didn't even take all that. It's one man against these two policemen. It didn't even take all that. It's just crazy that we have to continually witness this type of action from police that's there to protect and serve. And if they're not properly trained how to handle anyone with any type of disability, they should not be on the police force. And then that boils down to the police departments. They should have training in place. They've seen enough incidents that has happened with people that has some type of handicap, and how the police has treated them. Look what they did when they killed the young lady a few months earlier this year. In her home, and she called, and they were saying she had some mental things going on with her, and how she goes over to her stove to turn this boiling water off, and she makes a statement, and they end up shooting her directly, like right in, feet away from her, in her face. They murder her. So they should know that some people that makes these calls, if a call is made by someone having mental issues or something that's going on, they should know how to handle these situations instead of immediately going to the firearms or going to a taser or going to a physical punching someone with their hands. They should know how to handle these situations. It's just crazy how we continually to lose people that has some type of handicap because of the police departments don't know how to handle the situation. Now, I'm not saying all policemen, and we've talked about this before. We've talked about this. Not all policemen has the immediately defense reaction at all. You know, there are some that has a more calmer manner and approaches situations differently, but they all should be on the same page. They all should be on the same page. And what happened to this young man is disturbing. It's very disturbing, and it's just crazy, you know. And they still holding him. They still charging him with aggravated assault and resisting arrest. Neither one of those crimes, and neither one of those should be applied to this situation. They should drop the resisting arrest because he couldn't hear shit they were saying to him, and even the aggravated assault because he's trying to defend himself. He don't know what's going on. He's trying to figure out why are they attacking him. What is going on? It's crazy. I don't know what's going to happen to these guys, these policemen. I was trying to look something up to see if they even, you know, what's going on with them. It says, expect a thorough investigation into this interaction that is completed promptly. I hope that we will get answers on what transparent and how to ensure that situations like this do not occur in the future. What the hell is that? I'm very disappointed. This is what one Phoenix police officer said. I'm very disappointed after watching the video and learning about the events involving the Phoenix Police Department and Mr. McAllen. Disability awareness and accessibility is one of our highest priority. I am saddened that Mr. McAlpin's disability was not accommodated for nor taken into consideration. What? Okay. I'm really not seeing anything where they're saying they're going to hold these policemen accountable. All I'm seeing is that it's being investigated. It says, because of the attention on this case, I will personally review the entire file as well as total of the video. This is the police, the county attorney saying Mitchell, and that's what one of the statements he put out in the email. I may reach a different conclusion or may not, but I believe this case merits additional scrutiny. Okay. Still, I'm not seeing anything about the accountability of these cops. See if I see anything about the accountability of these cops. Okay, he just saying, I have watched the body camera footage from the police interaction with Tyrone. I share the deep concerns. You just said that. So I'm not seeing anything where they're holding these policemen accountable. So on that site, I didn't see anything where they were saying they're holding them accountable. Of course, they need to be held accountable. And of course, they probably just end up with this investigation, putting them on a leave of absence with paid leave. So they're probably still getting paid for while this man is recovering from this beatdown that he's gotten that was uncalled for and should not have happened. So once I guess this county attorney, general attorney, or whoever he is, finishes his investigation, I guess at that time, we might find out, you know, what they're going to be held accountable for and how this is going to happen. I'm pretty sure his family will, you know, get them a lawyer, and as should be, they should get one, and at least hold them accountable on the civil side of it, and you know, again, bring a lawsuit against them for that, so that he can get some type of monetary for what happened to him, because he was the one that was assaulted. I mean, it's there in black and white. You can see it on the cameras. They punched the crap out of this guy several times, and they tased him. So he was assaulted. They need to be charged with assault. But once again, this is where we're at, and these things continue to happen. And like I said before, all cops are not bad cops. There are cops in my family. I have family members that are policemen or has worked in the police department. So I know there are good policemen out there. There are good cops out there. But I still think that the training is not there. The training is not there for these cops. They put them through the physical part of the training, and you know, how to handle a gun, how to run for several miles, do several sit-offs, and be physically fit to be a cop. but I don't think they go too much past the physical part of it. It needs to be a lot mentally spent on the training of a police officer or anyone dealing with anyone in the community. When you're dealing with different people, whatever it is, you know, you should be put through that mental part of it so you can understand them. I'm not saying they got to go to school to be no psychiatrist or anything like that, but they need to be able to understand the mental part of it that comes with these jobs. It's not just out there riding around, or it's not just out there putting a gun out on someone or something like that. That's a lot of mentally part of being a police officer, and they should implement that in their training plans. That should be the number one thing when it comes to their training, because 99% of the time people can pass the physical part of it. They can pass the, you know, the physical, the running, the push-ups, the jumping jacks, and all this stuff. But when it comes to that mental part of it, that's where the failure come in. They're not mentally trained to do that. And some people, when it comes to that mental part, it might cut out a lot of these bad cops, because when you get to that mental part of it, it will show that they're not capable. They don't have the mental mindset to be in the public, serving the public like that. They don't, and they will cut out a lot of it. It would take away a lot of these I guess you could say bad cops. It can take away a lot of those, and then you can, you know, weed them out and bring in the ones that is mentally stable of doing this job. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a lot of it. You know, we should not still continually to see incidents like this, like this incident and all the previous ones that we've had to witness and stuff. I mean, they just had the thing over in Memphis a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago, with Tyrese, that the cops beat to death. They beat him to death, and they just having their trial and all this kind of stuff. You know, we should not be losing citizens like that. We should not be losing innocent people like that. I don't care what your crime is. I don't care what crime you commit. Even if you commit murder, take you to trial and let you stand on trial and let you get the punishment that you're supposed to get for that crime. No person that commits a crime should be beat to death, shot, you know, unless a cop is in danger. Let me add that in there. I'm all about safety, and that also goes for the cops. So if they're in danger, of course they should fire back. But if they're with this situation that we're talking about, Tyrone McAllen, I don't even know if I'm saying his name right, McAlpin, Tyrone. If they saw there was no danger, this man did not have a weapon or any of that stuff, none of this incident, nothing in this incident should have took place. None of it should have took place. It's crazy to me how it just doesn't make any sense. And I know I'm kind of all over the place, but I just can't even find the words to really describe how I'm feeling about this incident. It's crazy. It's crazy. This 34-year-old disability person had to go through this type of trauma, not drama, but trauma. They had to go through this. Uncalled for, wasn't necessary at all. 34 years old, and you're probably don't know what the hell is going on. What you trying to figure it out? You already have this disability. You trying to figure out why this is happening to you. Crazy. So I feel like they need to reevaluate all over the United States, reevaluate the whole police department, and bring in a special that deals with the mental issues that goes on in the world today, and have people to go through this course and not just sit up and listen, but they have to really take notes and dig into it and do the work. And then they have to have some type of test they need to take, some type of attitude test related to this mental part of it, of their training, that they should have to pass before they can even get to the next stage. They can, you know, not even put that, they put so much focus in, like I said, on that physical. They need to lower those standards and focus in on that mental part of it. Yeah, that's just Granna's opinion. I don't know. That's my opinion, okay? All right, well, you guys already know. You've been watching me all week, all month, and you already know what I'm about to do now. Before I get out of here we go. Here's my book. Here you go. Footsteps Through My Journey by Tintiy Wilson. Go on over to Amazon and pick up your copy and let me know what you think about it. Give me some feedback on it once you read. It's a good read. I'm not just saying that because I wrote it, but it is a good read. I have several reviews already, and all the reviews are really, you know, really great reviews on the read and how it holds their attention and how it's a page turner. You can't wait to get to the next chapter. So go over, pick up your book, and enjoy it. Okay. Prayers out to Tyrone and his family in Memphis. Hopefully he recovers from this ordeal and he gets back to a normal as possible life after all this is said and done. Okay. You guys have a great day. Granna's about to get up out of here.